Hello and welcome to Ohio Hobbies. This is only the second penny box hunt of 2021. Like I said before, I don't do pennies very often as much as I enjoy them, just because they take so long. I get about 6 hours per box in these hunts, and I usually have to stretch it out between 2 different days because sitting here going through all these pennies just hurts. Anyway, so first and foremost, we're going to be pulling out wheat scents if hopefully we find some. We're going to be looking for proofs, errors, varieties, maybe an Indian head. Some of the common ones we're going to be looking for, errors, like for instance 98 to 99 and 2000 wide AMs. But anyway, it's time to get started on these pennies, or cents, depending on who you talk to. Some people are adamant that they are 1 cent pieces. They are not pennies, but that's not me. Alright, I'm going to get these set up behind here, and I'm going to start hunting them. I will bring you in for a roll wrap-up for those that we find something in. So, the last one, I did like a box wrap up and went through each roll, but I think I'm just going to go back to doing it the other way. I didn't get too many comments on that yet, so I'm not sure if people would rather have it that way or not, but that's alright. I'm fine with it either way. This is roll number 2, and we are going to get our first foreign find of the box, 1974. Out of Canada. Roll number 5, 1968, out of Canada for foreign number 2. Roll number 7, our third Canadian of the box, 1981. And finally, our first wheat side up, reveal, 1941, on the board with the 1940s. Roll number 10 and foreign number 4, 1973 Canadian with yuck. Roll number 12, we are going to add a foreign, and it's going to be a Balboa from Panama. 2017. That's a pretty new one. And I usually don't see anything other than Canadians, but we're going to put it up there with the stack of foreigns. Roll 14. And I'm going to smack the camera. We have a wheat. This is only our second of the box. 1945, and it is a San Francisco. I love seeing those San Franciscos because I do believe we are missing San Franciscos in that time frame. Let's see. Missing a 43S, 47, 52. So we're definitely missing some S's, 38, 37, 36, 35. Unfortunately, I do have 45, so will not be adding that unless it is an upgrade, which I did not check for right now, but that's alright. We're going to keep on going. Roll 15. We're going to add another one. 1957 out of Denver. Roll 16. We're adding 2 finds. Another Canadian, 1971. And another wheat. This is number 4, a 1955. I do not see the doubling on it, which should be obvious to the naked eye. Roll 17, and these are interesting. I'm finding them so far all wheat side up, so I am not seeing the dates until I reveal them to you. And I'm seeing them through the camera. Another 55. This one's a Denver, though. Roll 26. 1952 out of Denver. Pretty nasty, but it is another wheat on the board. Roll 27, and we have the first date side up. It is a 1940, which goes somewhere in that neighborhood. What was this one? That's a 41, so we'll add it right there. And that was a 45. Yep. I think that's what it was, if I remember correctly. Okay, yep. Alright. So we got 40s there, 50s there. Moving on. Roll 30 is going to give us our 6th Canadian and 7th foreign. 1999. Roll 31, and we are going to get wheat cent number 8. 1950 out of Denver. Wheat cent number 9 out of roll number 32, and it's a toasty one. 1946 out of Philadelphia. Roll 38 will give us our 7th Canadian, a 1978. Roll 39 is going to give us a wheat blazer. Look at this thing. Holy cow. 1957 out of Denver, that is in spectacular condition. That is crazy. That was definitely in somebody's collection for a while. 1957 D. Roll 45. Yet another Canadian. This would be Canadian number 8, 1985. And it'd be foreign number 9. Roll number 47. We're going to add a 1999 Canadian for number 9. Roll number 50. We're going to add one more wheat. And it is a 1940 out of Philly. Alright, give me just a second. We'll be doing a wrap up. Alright, we are ready for the wrap up. This was a pretty light box, so it's going to be a quick wrap up. Not really a whole bunch of finds. I did have only 2 San Francisco mints, or maybe 3. That's 3. Sorry, I had that one over too far. So only 3 San Francisco mints, which is pretty weak. Then we had the 2009s right there. We did get all 4 varieties, but only a total of 7. Kind of surprising. We did have 9 Canadians, which is kind of on par for me. A lot of times I see double-digit Canadians, but this one they threw in the 2017 from Panama. So either way, though, this wheat hunt I think was light. Not my worst by any means, but very light nonetheless. But we did have this awesome blazer from 1957 out of Denver. Just amazing condition. And then to recap, we have 57 Denver, 55 Denver and Philly, 52 Denver, 50 Denver, this very crusty 46 Philly, 45 San Francisco, which next to the Blazer is probably the best find for me out of this box, 1941 Philly, and then we had 2 1940s out of Philly. So nothing to write home about, nothing absolutely spectacular, but either way, it is still another box of pennies hunted, and I will be adding more wheats and Canadians to my collection, which is growing. In this video up here, you're now going to see how many wheats and everything we found on the year for pennies, which is a little different. This is the first penny hunt of the year. Actually, no, this is, I believe, the second penny hunt of the year. So you're going to see some added numbers up here on that, and we'll get on the way. I have 2 boxes of $half and 2 boxes of quarters sitting on the floor, along with, I think there's 2 boxes of nickels down there too as well, ready to hunt. We're going to get started on those. Anyway, enough jibber jabbering. It is time to move along on to the next hunt. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you would give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not a subscriber to this channel, please consider subscribing. Hopefully the weather's going to break soon and we'll be able to start melting some metal, detecting, and even get out and do some magnet fishing. I've got some other stuff coming. I've got some woodworking stuff coming, hopefully. Either way, this is it for now. I will see you later. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, get your hobby on.